Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the StarLadder TV Star Series Season 8, Day 3 with Super Strong Dinosaurs versus Power Rangers. Thank you for joining us here on twitch.tv/Sheaver Gaming. My name is Mont, and I'm standing in for Sheaver, who is away at DreamHack this, I believe, weekend, whatever you want to call it. She's traveling there now, so I decided I'd step in. She asked me to fill in for her, and I am doing so. So thanks to her for allowing me to cast on her channel. Of course, this is the third game of the day with Power Rangers and Super Strong Dinosaurs. Power Rangers... they took a little bit of a loss last game against NextKZ, had a rough game. They GG'd out after they pretty much got wiped, essentially, and lost their Tier 2 tower. They knew they couldn't come back from that and decided to say, let's go on to our next match. A little bit of a wait here in the lobby as we had Super Strong Dinosaurs as well as Power Rangers, and a couple of the casters go AFK, so it was kind of just like, well, who's AFK, who's here, are we all here, are we ready to go? In the end, we're all here ready to go. No reserve time has been taken away, interestingly enough, despite, some teams going AFK. So that's fine. So Super Strong Dinosaurs is a team I'm actually really excited for. It's a team sort of pub stars and in-house stars as well. Of course, Snake King, formerly of Dignitas, Arise, has been around for a while. PPD and Zai, formerly of Stay Free, and Come With Me, formerly of a couple of teams, including KP as well as Mouse Sports. So kind of a very strong team against Power Rangers, a team that's been around for a while. But I feel like in terms of individual skill, Super Strong Dinosaurs, they've got a lot to prove, but they're also a very strong team in comparison to that of Power Rangers, who kind of had a rough game against NextKZ. So we'll see what the draft kind of holds for us in the future here as we get into the game, get into the draft specifically. You look at the bands right now, you see the Venomancer and the Elder Titan coming out for Super Strong Dinosaurs. On the other side of the coin, you've got the Timbersaw and the Visage being banned out currently. And a pick about to happen here for, of course, Power Rangers with their first pick. We'll see if it's going to be a Mirana, something like a Crystal Maiden, maybe even a Clockwork. There's a couple of options there available to them. They're going to go for the Lich, which was not banned out. So Super Strong Dinosaurs is not going for that ban, instead banning a couple heroes they don't want to play up against. Now, Pugnet was also not banned out. Here, that's pretty, exciting to see. I'd also be very interested to see if Super Strong Dinosaurs are going to go for perhaps an Alchemist support, which Zai said he was a big fan of, or excuse me, not Zai, PPD said he was a big fan of. PPD is somebody I talked to a lot at MLG Columbus. I pretty much saw him many, many times. They're going to go for Crystal Maiden and the Clockwork to start things off. Obviously, Alchemist is available later on in the draft. We'll see if Power Rangers wants to ban that. I'm not quite sure myself. With these picks here, very strong start for them. For Super Strong Dinosaurs, that is a lot of lockdown early on here. We'll see if they want to lane Clockwork mid, Clockwork off lane, something like that. A lot of potential, for laning here. So this is the third game of the evening. I want to remind everybody that we have Rock's Kisses versus Poseidon to round out the action later on here in just a couple of minutes. So that is something to keep in mind. We are going to get started here in just a moment. And
5 seconds remaining.
Here we go. So 1 minute and 45 seconds left in reserve time right now. Everything going well there. Super Strong Dinosaurs. I haven't seen a lot of their games recently. I'm assuming they've been playing in ISO Cups and Big Point Battles, but it's nice to see them in a pretty big tournament. That being Star Series. So I don't know if they've played already. I'd imagine they should have. Let's check out Wikipedia. See what they say. I'm just looking at Star Series Season 8, and I mean specifically for this one. They are sitting right now at 1-0. I'm not sure who they beat, but they are sitting at 1-0. And yeah, I mean that's top 4 for them. They haven't lost a game yet. Obviously, this is their second game to play of the entire thing. Ahead Gaming is apparently 4-0. Ahead is apparently NextKZ.
5 seconds remaining.
They just picked them up in September, so that's very interesting. So yeah, NextKZ doing a very good job with sitting at their record of 4-0 right now. Aspera is 2-1, Poseidon is 2-1, and then SSD is 1-0, followed by Mouse Sports, who's 1-0. Empire and Ostlake are sitting at 1-1. Everyone else hasn't played a game yet, except for Power Rangers, who are 0-2, 4FC's 0-2, Flipside's 0-2, and the Retry are 0-2. So there's a lot of teams that have not played yet, that being Na'Vi, Alliance VP, Rock's Kiss, who are playing next, Fnatic, QPad, and Sigma Int. So a lot of very strong teams still to play here in league standings. As we get going, there's still a lot of action to happen. Of course, the league play will end on January 5th, so we have a long time, an entire month essentially, of StarLadder games, of which I'm only joining you for this one, I believe, so this day of casting. I probably will be paying close attention to seeing what SSD can do. Obviously Na'Vi, Alliance, VP, Rocks, Fnatic, QPad, and Sigma. Mouse and Empire as well. So, it's going to be an interesting tournament. And there's a lot of teams in this. A lot of teams. I'm trying to see how many are in here, in fact, but Well, that's not important, I guess. We should go back to the draft here real quick. As you can see, we have a couple of bans out here as well. Mirana's going to get picked up for the Power Rangers, and very good pickup there. We saw it used to great effect from NextKZ in the last game. With these picks as well, we have the bands, the Puck and the Viper Power Rangers band, and then the Clinks as well as the Bristleback coming out from SSD. So they're more of a... You look at Clinks as well as Bristleback, they're heroes that have been played a lot recently, sort of new to the metagame, but very strong in the metagame. So SSD seems to be ahead of the curve in terms of what the meta is right now. They'll pick up the OD, very strong as well. So standard picks so far, nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary. The bands you could say are a little bit iffy with Bristleback, but you know, I've seen it before, I've seen it again, and we're gonna see the Kunkka pickup now coming up from Power Rangers here, which is a very strong pickup against the OD, kind of sort of a counter pick, sort of to a certain extent. Obviously, Power Rangers had to deal with an OD in the last game. They put up a Razor against the OD, and he did okay for himself for the first couple of minutes before he got ganked. So this is a team where, you know, now they have the Kunkka, I feel like they might be okay against OD, but OD can still do some decent damage. Plus, Kunkka's melee, so he has to get up close to do last hits and to kind of harass with, of course, his Tidebringer, so.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 minute and 50 seconds, pretty much full reserve time for SSD. This is the first time they're taking longer than their, you know, allotted time to think about what they want to pick and grab. They've got to deal with a Mirana. They've got to deal with a Lich. Lich is so frustrating. Mirana and Lich is a pretty standard combo. A lot of people do this. Nothing too crazy here. It's so nice to have Sacrifice as well, giving you a little bit of extra experience coming out. Mirana, I talked about her with, you know, great extent in the first couple of games. There's no point really going back into it. I mean, she's just so strong with the arrows, with the Starstorm as well. Just so much damage early on in the game, and potentially later on in the game if you get phase boots with right click. So there's all that stuff. 1 minute left on reserve time for SSD right now. They're taking a bit of time to think here. They're going to go with a Rubik, a hero that I think PPD plays pretty effectively. So we'll see what they want to do. This is going to be Zai's Clockwork, by the way. Very good offlaner since he played for Stay Free. Very strong player. One of the top players. He's very young as well. One of the top players in Europe. That didn't work. Oh, nice. Power Rangers. They've got a little bit of a time here to think about their next pickup. They need another support and potentially an offlaner as well. The good thing is they have Kunkka's boat, which is really good for team fights. Makes it so that that Rum is, you know, just saying, we're going to, you know, absorb some of that damage and not really complain about it. And they're going to go for a Shadow Demon. This is the old standard in terms of combos. The Shadow Demon Disruption into the Kunkka Torrent. Very, very interesting. I don't know about this pick. Shadow Demon's fallen off a little bit. I think he's still a strong hero, but Disruption's good, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough against this team. And I don't know, he just doesn't give the nuke damage that a lot of people would like in their, you know, the nuke in control, I guess, is the, you know, you got Crystal Maiden and Rubik, they have the Fade Bolt, they've got the Crystal Nova and the Frostbite. I feel like their damage is pretty strong in comparison to what Shadow Demon can pump out. He does give you great vision, he does give you defensive capability, and he does give you initiation with Demonic Purge. He's kind of an all-around support hero, but for some reason he's just kind of fallen off the map for one way or another. So with that being said, the last ban here is going to be the Doom ban, and they banned pretty much all the brown heroes that they can think of, plus a green Venomancer, interestingly enough. And then another ban is going to come out from Power Rangers, and the last two picks are going to come out as well. So with that being said, we still have this game to go, and this is a pretty important game. I feel like SSD can get off to a strong start and go 2-0, or you could see Power Rangers get back into it with this win here and get up, of course, ahead of some of the other teams that have not played yet.
Reserve time.
Alrighty. Let's see, online league here. Oh, here we go. We have match results. Nice. SSD actually beat Empire, so they're a very strong team right now. Empire is no slouch. Their team is pretty strong. I mean, it's not easy to beat Empire. So we'll see if they can. I think they've got a good chance here in this game as well. Power Rangers, of course, they need to be playing with desperation here because after that loss to NextKZ, they're not doing too well in the standings here. SSD are going to go for the life stealer with their last pickup here and kind of a semi-carry to a certain extent. It's going to be dual lanes, probably Crystal Maiden, and I'd imagine the life. Actually, they could do tri-lane with Crystal Maiden, Rubik Lifesteal, then OD mid, Clockwork off. That's actually probably the most likely candidate of things to happen. With Power Ranger, they've got a choice here of what they want to go for their fifth pickup, and this is going to be tough. They need something that goes through BKB, Magic Community, something like that, because they have a Lifestealer right now, unless they don't want to have to deal with him.
10 seconds remaining.
Purge does go through Lifestealer's Rage, but you know, you're not going to be
5
getting level
seconds
6 and a Shadow
remaining.
Demon very quickly. So, you know, maybe go for something else. And they have 20 seconds left here
Reserve time.
on reserve time. SSD, they had somebody jump right back into the game. Not sure who was disconnected for a period of time, but they are back in.
10 seconds
10 seconds to
remaining.
go here before the last pick from Power Rangers.
5 seconds remaining.
And it's going to be a Queen of Pain, so it looks like they're just going to send Kunkka, Shadow Demon, into a lane, and he'll be the farming hero. Marana might be a support with a Lich, and then Queen of Pain mid. I'm not really sure how they're going to lane this up, but we'll figure that out in just a moment. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on twitch.tv/ShiverGaming. My name is Mont. We're going to jump into the game real quick here. The third game of the evening for StarLadder Season 8, Star Series Season 8. We're going to need some introductions real quick. On the side of Power Rangers, we've got Moon up on the Marana
Prepare
here.
for battle.
Of F-God be playing the Shadow Demon. ZXC is going to be on the Kunkka. J4 up on the Lich, and to round it all out, we'll have caught up on the Queen of Pain. Now on the side of Super Strong Dinosaur, Snake King is going to be the Lifestealer, the King. We'll have OD played by Arise. Come With Me is going to be on the Rubik, or CWM if you will. Up in here in the top lane as well. PBD on the Crystal Maiden, and Zai on the Clockwork. It looks like we might see dual lanes. I'm not 100% sure about that. Or tri-lane with the Clockwork. And then off-lane Lifestealer. Snake King, a big fan of the off-lane Lifestealer. I've seen him play it before, especially on Dignitas. So looking at the Radiant lanes right now, we've got Moon on the Marana here. Looks like he'll be going up top here with J4, just J4 on that Lich. So it'll be dual lanes for them. ZXC is going to be on the Kunkka in the mid lane. So I was wrong about that. Plus the
30
Shadow Demon
seconds
Queen of
to
Pain
battle.
bottom duo lane. Not 100% sure how that's going to work out, but it should be okay. And Come With Me is going to run bottom. I'm not sure if he's warding and then he's going to head back top. He actually went boots first. He got pulled. Apparently, he got pooled Observer Wards. So he got boots first, surprisingly enough. Is this going to be solo safely in Zai? I'm not sure. PBD might start in the jungle, then roam through. He is heading down to the mid lane, probably to the bottom lane here in just a moment. We'll see that in a moment here. We'll see what they want to do.
The
Kot
battle
going to roam on
begins.
through as well. He's level 1. We'll see. Come With Me looking for that 000 rune, which is top. It's going to be an illusion rune, which will be grabbed by Moon, making his last hitting a lot better early on here. Come With Me and PBD thinking about going into the jungle right now. And you can see they actually roam the Shadow Demon top. So it is going to be an aggro tri-lane up against Zai, who is going to be solo safe lane. That might be tough for him. He will have cogs to survive if necessary. Down bottom, though, Queen of Pain, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to grab a kill on the Quap. Quap hasn't gone any skill yet. He'll probably go blink once he sees that it is a tri-lane, or they might just wait for Shadow Strike or something like that to come out. But, you know, we'll see what happens with the Frostbite, with potential open wounds. There's not a whole lot of killing potential here. They will push him out of lane, but they won't be able to grab a kill, I don't think. Mid lane, this matchup should be okay for Arise, and Tideburger is going to do some work early on, but you know, he will be able to harass with his right click. So this game is actually going to be pretty close early on in the game. We'll see who can really take a lead in the laning stage of the game, because whoever gets a lead, I think, is probably going to be doing very well.
Denied.
Roaming right on mid is going to be F-God. Maybe looking for a potential gank on Arise. He's just going to sit here. They're going to dual lane mid, actually. So this is a dual lane against Arise right now. Very strong start for them, which means Arise has got to sit back. A little bit of all chat going against Arise, apparently. So that's kind of funny. The BM, what is this, NELEL game? I'm surprised. Kot, right now, he's like, well, my camp is warded. I can't do much about that. Come With Me chasing after Kot. He can blink away. He did skill blink first. He actually has to eat a tree to get back through. PBD chasing after him as well. Here we go. Come With Me, just right-clicking right now. I'm not even going to really bother with it. He's going to pull him back. Blink is available. Frostbite's going to go. Cannot get it in time. PBD's cleared. He's about to get canceled. Yep, he's very sad. So this tri-lane not doing a whole lot of work here against the Queen of Pain, and I think that they need to just kind of blow this tri-lane up and send some heroes elsewhere. I'm not 100% sure if they will. Right now the last hit's going the way. 7, of course, of Snaking on that Lifestealer. 6, of course, for the Marana up in the top lane, and then 6 for the mid lane, Kunkka, as well as Outworld Devourer. So a tie here, for the most part. Down in the bottom lane right now, they're still looking to go on top, but that's not going to happen. There's nothing they can really do here. They just have to make sure Snaking gets pretty much free farm. Roaming through in the jungle, this is not where you want to be, F-God. He's going to throw a Sentry Ward down on the ground, just trying to make sure there's no ward here. And the ward that they have is actually on the Magic Bush, or actually not really, it's just close to it. So we'll block this camp, but not this one. Therefore, they don't know that it's on the Magic Bush. We're close to it anyways. 12 last hits going for Snaking right now, so he's doing a very effective job of farming. He's got 6 denies as well, so you look at the Queen of Pain, 3 last hits, not able to get much done here is Kot. But now that F-God's in the lane, he might be able to do okay. Roaming through, roaming supports, maybe looking for mid-game, mid-lane gank on ZXC. They're actually just going to jungle aggressively here on the Wild Wing Ripper. PBD will use his Frostbite to grab a last hit here, or at least just kill it. Top lane. Last hits for Mirana is 12. The Clockwork sitting on 4. He is getting experience. There is that. So solo lane experience, very nice to have in your safe lane. They're not going to be able to kill him either. You can see roaming through is the Lich. He does have Sacrifice, so if he's doing that in lane, it's fine. F-God roaming on through. It looks like they spotted things out. Come with me. He's going to head back down to the bottom lane with the help of PPD, who's still level 1. He's going to Frostbite maybe this Dark Troll Warlord. He's going to think about it. I'm not sure. He'll jungle without the help of Come With Me, more than likely. You want to pull the creeps out so that you can Frostbite without having them jump on you. They're chasing after PPD right now. He's going to eat his way through. He can try to hit a Torrent, but PPD is still really slow, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. They're going to try to initiate. There's going to be a disruption coming in. The Soul Assumption as well. Soul Catcher taking a lot of damage. First blood going for Cat with, of course, that Soul Catcher. Too much damage. Snaking might have to rage away with that Shadow Strike on him. So despite having an aggressive tri-lane, they have 4 heroes rotated down bottom. Rage is going to go for Snaking. He'll survive. He has a salve as well. Nice gank coming there with the help of a couple heroes. But this leaves OD alone to farm freely and do some tower damage as well. Astral Imprisont's going to hit up on ZXC. He's losing a little bit of mana. It doesn't have enough for a Torrent. Not that it matters anyways. Up in the top lane, they might try to go for a gank here on Moon. He has Leap, so... And they want to try to force a leap out first before they hit him up. So maybe Zai's going to run at him and use his cogs, not his clogs. He's not... I know he is from Sweden, I'm pretty sure, but... Actually, clogs are Finnish. I don't know. Somebody enlighten me in chat. Man, I'm so bad at this. Alright, mid lane right now. Arise is going to pick up a Gloves of Haste. He'll probably go for Midas, I'd imagine, in the next 1,000 gold or so. They're pinging on SSD's Arise here. They're going to use a Tidebringer. See an Astral Imprisonment coming out. There's a gank potentially mid with J4 here, as well as roaming up top and around is going to be F-God. So there's a potential gank here on Arise. He's going to back off. Nice illusion scouting. He knows what's going on. He'll back off. He still has his stuff. He's got to be very careful. There is X up for ZXC, so the wave is pushing in, though, so it's not even a problem. Arise is going to get some more last hits. He's sitting on 23, the most in the game currently. Down to the bottom jungle, if PPD continuing to jungle, he's going to try to get to level 2. And he will get it with this creep. Maybe skill up Arcane Aura. He will, because he does need that mana regen. He's desperately in need of it. Crystal Nova will be next, I'd imagine. Snaking going to continue to try to get last hits as well here in the jungle. Excuse me, the top lane. Now roaming on mid, Astral Imprisonment on the Kunkka. He's going to take some damage. Nice cogs as well. He try to hit a Torrent, but he doesn't have any mana for it. Right clicks are going. The Frostbite and the Battery Soul grabbing the kill for Zai. Nicely done there. Excellent roam. That'll get him up to level 5, close to 6. But that's exactly what they needed to stop the Kunkka from farming. He's still only got 12 last hits right now, and Arise is doing very well for himself with that gank. Looks like he's battle crowing as well, or something. I'm not sure. Battle's on the courier, that's it. F-God's got to be careful. There's a lot of right-click damage coming out from the OD. 91 plus 3 because of that Null Talisman, plus he has a Gloves of Haste there. Astral Imprisonment is up to 3, so TP coming back in from the Kunkka right now. You can see the Phase Boots are done for the Clockwork as well. So he's level 5. He's trying to get to 6 right now. Where is he at? He's down in the bottom lane just trying to get some of that solo off-lane experience. They blew up some of these lanes. They're trying to get Snaking free farm top. He'll set at 20 last hits. He's only one behind Moon, so very close there. But he's taking a bit of damage coming from that right click, so... but there's no way he's going to get hit by an arrow, so there's no way he'll die, I'd imagine, unless he leaps forward and then hits that arrow. But here we go. Open wounds are going to go. Frostblast as well. Trying to get some more health with the open wounds, but he's got to get away now. He's in trouble. Snaking misses the arrow coming out, but the right clicks might be enough. The Starstorm will grab the kill. Come with me. Is alone. A double kill for Moon. Exactly what Power Rangers needed. And while that all happened, we saw the Queen of Pain get a 6-minute Midas. It's coming to him right now, but here we go. Zai looking for it, but the hook shot was skilled. He's going to use it as well. Cogs are not available. No mana left. Yeah, there we go. Now Kot in trouble. No blink, but now taking tower damage. Who's going to fall first? Kot will grab the kill on Zai somehow. Mid lane action now. Torrent going up on a rise. He's going to use, of course, that Astral Imprisonment. He's got Sanities if he wants to use a PPD here. Crystal Nova as well, but there's a haste up on F-God. And suddenly, just like that, Power Rangers were looking not the best early on, but suddenly everything turns their way. If we look at the gold graph right now, it is a 750 gold lead for Power Rangers and 1,500 experience lead. That can change drastically for super strong dinosaurs, but still, not the best start for them at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to jump into the 7 minutes into the game. So, Arise desperately trying to get to his hand of Midas, but he can't really get last hits right now. He is leading the way, but now actually Moon does eclipse him, but trying to get to 1,000 gold or 1,400 probably for that hand of Midas. Snaking sitting on 100 gold right now. He just died, so he probably doesn't have anything on him, or on the courier for that matter. As you can see, it is just a bottle there. And down bottom, Come With Me, trying to get levels, trying to get to level 6 so he can steal some spells. Arrow would be an excellent spell to steal this game. Top lane right now, you can see Moon just trying to farm up. He'll deny a couple of creeps as well. And J4, he's sitting here just trying to help out. And Snake King he cannot get farm right now. And this game is suddenly going very south for SSD, and Power Rangers playing a very strong game, very strong mid-game. You can see the roaming they're doing. They're smoking up, looking for kill top lane. This is great movement from them, looking for Snake King. They can dive on him. He will have Infest, so it's going to be tough to kill him. They might actually find PPD, who's roaming through the jungle. Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to find him, I think. Here we go. They're going to initiate with the disruption. There's going to be the Soul Catcher. Torrent's going to fly as well. Are they going to hit this? Yes, PPD. Ghost Ship's going to hit as well. He is going to fall. Easy kill for ZXC, who is very close to his phase boost. He can buy them up right now if he wants to. Suddenly, this game is becoming very, 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 very poor. Snake King's going to rage, maybe Infest out of there first. He'll rage now if necessary. Nice rage just to make sure that arrow doesn't hit him. Here we go. Telekinesis might go. Oh, Moon diving. He will get the kill with the Frost Blast. Nicely done. Moon out of mana, though. In some trouble, but no, the roaming. Nice disruption to save the life of him. Come with me. Soul catches up. Fable's going to fly. Moon has to back himself out of there. They're pinging on him. Come with me wants the kill. Will he get it? Might get ZXC as well. Oh, hook shot in. He blocks him in. ZXC, but there's the Scream of Pain. The Lich ult as well. Zai in trouble right now. ZXC is going to fall. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Now the cogs are up. Pushing him back is caught. He can't get in there. He's got to blink in 1 second. He's not going to look for the kill. He'll blink away instead. And Mirana does die in the end to something. I'm not sure what. But in the end, SSD turned it around despite losing many, many heroes for that trade. So, you know, that should go their way just a little bit. But you can see it is 1,000 gold in the favor of PR. But it did go down by just a small amount. A little bit of a margin there. 1,500 experience lead. That dipped up as a little bit as well. So, with all of that happening, Power Rangers are still in a little bit of a lead here. I don't want to say they're in command. They only have a 1,000 gold lead. But it's still a pretty good lead at 10 minutes into the game. You know, that's, 100 gold a minute, essentially, that they're getting on the enemy team. With all of that, Snake King's still desperately trying to farm. He only has his phase boost. That's not a lot for him at this point in time. He wanted a Midas or a phase or excuse me, a drum or something at least along these lines, or at least starting to build it. Obviously, it's a little too early for all of those items, but not the Midas, obviously, but he wanted something else. And you can look at what the OD's got. He's got something flying out to him right now. That is his Midas. It's done at a 10-minute margin there. So I think he's the only one with the Midas in the game so far. Actually, no, that's right. Cod had his about like 6 minutes in the game. Plus, Moon has his recipe there, so... Alright, there's going to be the disruption coming through. The Torrent's going to fly as well. The Ghost Ship's going to hit up maybe on Come With Me. Yes, it will. He's taking a bit of damage. Sonic Wave hitting on 2. Double kill going for Cod. Huge kill for him. Now Zai chasing after F-God there. He's taking a bit of damage right now. Cod thought about going in, but he has got no mana, so can't do so. And another great game coming out for Power Rangers. There's just so many kills that they're getting. And now they're going to look for a potential Tier 1 tower here. And they also stop the OD from farming. So excellent fight for them. Excellent kills for them. And Power Rangers are definitely in the driver's seat right now with that gank. That puts them back up to a 1,000 gold lead and a 2,000 experience lead as well. As it updates, it's a little bit more than 1,000 right now. All right, everybody. So Snake can continue to farm away up in the top lane. At least he's getting room to farm right now. Space is created, as they would say in the NEL, or EEL for that matter. Down in the bottom rune spot, Kot's going to find this Invis rune. He's going to just say, hey, maybe I'll bottle this up. Or if he had a bottle, which I think is flying out to him right now, it is. So he will bottle it up. I almost spoke too soon. Top lane, Snake King might get ganked here. Moon has an arrow, but there's no way he's going to miss that rage. I don't think, anyway. Maybe going to look for a gank on Moon up top. And PBD does have that Frostbite, so we'll see if they want to do that. You see also Roaming appears Come With Me. They have a smoke as well. They're going to look for this kill, and they really need this so they can get some level. There's level 6 on the Rubik right now, so he does have that spell steal. Midas is done for Moon at 11:30 in the game, so not too bad considering what's been going on. A lot of kills, a lot of action. They'll back off. It feels like they already know what's going on here. And of course, this war does not give them complete vision of smoked up heroes. So I don't know who's going to initiate. I don't know why they're backing off, but they seem to know something. They know that people are missing. So just really good game sense coming out from Power Rangers right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And look at F-God. He's roaming up to the mid lane right now, and he's just gonna he's smoked up. He just wanted to get some last hits and get some farm as well. He's level 6, so I talked about how, you're not gonna get level 6 for a while on a Shadow Demon. I think he did a very good job of roaming and ganking, which really, I guess, made it so he got level 6 rather quickly. You look at Arise, he's level 9 right now. He already uses Sanity's Eclipse. I'm not sure on what, but Come With Me. They have complete vision on him now. This Radiant Ward, really well positioned ward as well. So here in the top lane, what's going to happen? Snake King PPD looking to go on Moon. Open Wounds, not nearly enough of a range for that. He's only got level 2, so you see how small that range is. It's like that. Pretty much you can't really do much with that. ZXC. He's got Phase Bracer. Probably going to go for a drum here in a moment. A little bit more farm than Snaking has. Snaking only sitting on 1,500 gold in the bank. I don't know what item he's going to go for next. I'd imagine it'd be a drum, but maybe he just forgoes that at this point in time. Might infest into this creep. Just get the kill rather quickly. His Midas doesn't have one. He can try to get one soon, but come with me, roaming down to that bottom lane. He's going to steal a spell. It's going to be Kot's Blink. So Kot with the Blink now. It was stolen. I don't think that's really what he wanted. It allows him to be a better initiator, obviously, but we'll see. Now we see some roaming coming on through. Moonlight Shadow's going to go up there for... They're going to look in the jungle. They might find PPD. That's the closest next person they can find. ZXC. Moonlight Shadow went up for him as well. So 4-hero gank squad. The gank train stops for no one, and PPD going to roam mid. They might wrap around like this. My geometry's all screwed up with him in a minute, but that's fine. Here we go. Are they going to head there? PPD and Arise maybe in some trouble here. They're going to back off. It looks like they know what's happening.
Radiant's middle tower
Flare's going to go, and they cannot get to this kill in time, I don't think. They're just going to walk right through mid and say, that's fine. We won't get anything done there. You can see the yellow line is drawn down bottom because they know that there are 3 heroes down bottom, so they really need to try to defend this tower. They might forward it in TP in, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Looks like they're just going to let it go. They're going to try to trade. They'll try to trade the tier 1 for a tier 1 mid. They won't be able to trade it in time. I think that they might be able to TP back and fight this for Snaking and Zai.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
There's a fortification going right now for the Dire team. Looks like they're going to try to trade here, and it looks like it is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. I'm not sure. You can see ZXC. Somebody already popped the buckler. I think that was J4.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It absolutely was. So here we
Dire's
go.
top tower is under attack.
Now the Dire tower top is getting taken some damage here. You can see Kot's doing a bit of work there as well. Here we go. They're looking to try to initiate. There's going to be the Soul Catcher going as well as the Demonic Purge. The arrow flies, and this is PPD trying to fight here. Chain Frost's going to go. It's going to bounce. No, just going to hit him one. PPD in some trouble. He's going to take a lot of damage. Now, stunned up. There's the Frostbite going through. Blink through. Sandy's Eclipse misses. No, it might have hit only on one there. Arise's lag. Sonic Wave going through. Kills one. Arise about to die. Not the best pause in the world. Snaking trying to fight on ZXC, as you can see. While that's happening, Moon's in some trouble. He cannot leap away. Zai with an excellent initiation used his hookshot just a couple of seconds ago while all that happened. And this team fight might go... Actually, no, I think ZXC can clean up here with his Tidebringer at about 4 seconds. J4, he's got Frost Blast again that he can use on Snaking once that rage is over. What else? Arise is about to die, it looks like. One more Tidebringer. And Snaking says, good, here we go. Game's in pausing. What's going to happen next? Snaking trying to find a man fight with ZXC. Moon's going to fall there. Snaking in a bit of trouble, however. Oh, but the infest coming through now. In some trouble. Kot, Sonic Wave. There we go. He's going to fall. Zai is dead. Now Snaking in some trouble. Kot with a double kill. PPD bought back in. Kot cannot blink away. PPD with a double kill with the freezing field. Well played with that buyback. And some might say that's a puppy pause if I've ever seen one, but they take 4 kills there. They lose a couple. I think they lose 3. They didn't lose a Rise. Now the experience is vastly gone down to about 0. And the gold lead is now in favor of SSD. So with that fight, with that pause, Super Strong Dinosaurs are looking strong. Game of Throws indeed. Alright, so with all that, Lich is very close. You can see he's already got his headdress. He's just the recipe away from that mech. So at least Power Rangers do have that going for them. The Force Staff is now done for the Outworld Devourer. So he has a decent amount of intelligence now. He just needs to be able to get to that side of the eyes and really start trouncing on people. But it's going to be easier said than done. Roaming support duo going to be going up top looking for Moon. Moon did fall in that last fight. He did get his Midas off, I think. At least he's got it off now. ZXC with, of course, Phase Bracer now. Still bottom. No drums or anything like that. He tried to fight up. Did die to the freezing field, obviously, coming out from PPD, who had a really great fight there after he bought back. He did get caught out first, but... yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Smoking. They're going to try to wrap top. There's a haste root on Shadow Demon. Oh, hookshot going to go in. Shadow Demon will disrupt himself. Probably can get it off. Zai taking a lot of damage. No, Force F out. He's in trouble. He will fall. No, Astral Prism saving his life. J4 in trouble. He's going to get open wound. He's dead. 2 down now on his side of PR, and they'll lose 2, and that is it. A 2-for-0 gank, and SSD are coming back strong.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the Force Staff done for the Outworld Devourer. Nicely done there with that Astral Imprisonment saving the life of Zai. Helm of the Iron Will. So Midas is done for Snaking right now. He's going to have his armlet very soon. And now Shadow's just seeing that team fight like, what the hell, that pause? That's so weird. It shouldn't have happened. Level 10 from Mirana. Probably won't go for level 2 ult. Most people don't. Maxed out the arrow as well as the Starstorm. Leap's only at level 1, so the cooldown's very long. Look at where Arise is at right now. He's got level 1 Arcane Orb. He's going to have level 2 Sanity's Eclipse, so that's going to be some damage there. Down bottom, you look at where Zai's at right now. Maybe looking to initiate on Kot, but even if the hookshot's in, Kot can just blink away, even if he gets the battery assault off right now. Here we go, roaming on through. This is going to be bad. Power Rangers, they got 3 heroes here, 4 heroes here in comparison to Come With Me, who's still smoked up. Luckily, he'll be fine, I think. No, he's going to try to initiate on this. Here we go. F got in trouble, but nice disruption. Arrow hitting on Come With Me. He's in trouble. Sonic Wave hitting on 2. Too much damage. Easy counter gank coming out from Power Rangers. Nicely done there. Oh, boy. That was some freaking damage, man. Sonic Waves have been on point for Kot, man. Absolutely on point for Kot. Really good stuff.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Middle tower taking a bit of damage here. You can see where everyone's at. ZXC kind of quick with the phase boots. His drums are done right now. They're maybe going to try to initiate here. Let's check out the net worth chart real quick. Kot is leading the way. Not too far behind is the OD played by Rise. And then, of course, snaking on the none other than Lifestealer.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, here we go. Snaking, working on this tier 1 tower top. TP's coming in from Moon. No mana to really use anything, though. Roaming through mid is PPD with his fast move speed and his tranquil boots. He's got, of course, the freezing field level 1, which we saw really well in that last fight, but just missing that Tideburner arc, which is like right here. He's like right here, so he's fine. So right now, OD still with brown boots will get treads relatively soon, I'd imagine. He's got 1700 gold in the bank. He'll probably save up for that ultimate orb, which means that sub device is going to be done pretty early. Now roaming through the jungle is going to be the team of SSD. They're looking up at the top lane, trying to find Moon out, but he is nowhere near in a bad position. So he'll leap away, actually, as well, just to make sure he doesn't get caught out. So now we're just going to play a passive game, a passive farming game for another couple of minutes, I'd imagine. There's going to be some aggressive ganks coming through soon, but they're just going to try to farm items up. Snaking will finish up his armlet here. At 20 minutes is not bad. Not the fastest armlet, not the slowest in the world either. So he's caught up pretty significantly since, you know, how far he was behind earlier. The OD does take the reins away from the highest net worth with his 4 staff and Midas and his Null Talisman as well. So he's going to try to get to that ultimate orb in just a moment here. Sell up that Null Talisman, buy up the ultimate orb. Nicely done now. Again, coming through mid, they're going to try to take down this tier 1 tower. As Zai's in a bad position, they're going to use this fortification. Are there going to be TPs? One comes in from the side of Come With Me. What about anyone else? There's going to be arrow flying through, missing on everybody. Here we go. Soul Catcher flying through. The Torrent's going to head up as well. Now the Bolt. Zai is in some trouble. Going to take a lot of that damage, but Open Moon's going. F got in trouble. He might be the first to fall. Nice disruption. Here we go. Kot trying to fight him. He's got a Sonic Wave. There's going to be the Fade Bolt securing that kill. 1-for-1 trade so far. Here we go. Rise here. He's got the Sanities. Chain Frost is going to fly. They need to try to split up here. Snake King raged away. Arrow going to fly, missing everybody. The tower's still low, but not in range just yet, and they're going to back off with a 1-for-1 trade support for support. And a lot of ults were used there, but not Sanities, and I think that's the big deal. Sonic Wave nor Sanities were used in that fight. Here we go. Now they're going to blink and looking for Come With Me out of position. Now Telekinesis up Torrent. He is done. They were not ready for that type of gank. Here we go. Will they try to initiate? They're sitting on the high ground right now. Snaking and Zio thinking about going in. He has his hook shot, but they don't want to fight up against that. So they'll give room for Arise to farm bottom. Blade Mail's done. I really like this pickup coming out from Zio. That's a lot of damage you could be reflecting back. And speaking of that as well, Arise setting up with, of course, that ultimate orb, just trying to get to that side device. He's very close right now. We'll pick up something else, a TP scroll, in fact. So with all of that happening, SSD, they lose 2 heroes in that engagement, so a 2-for-1 trade when it's all said and done. It's a 1,000 gold lead going for SSD, but still, it's always back and forth, always back and forth. And then a 500 experience lead as well, but still back and forth with that as well. Very, very close game at 21 minutes of the game, the closest we've had today. The question is, can Snaking really outcarry the rest of the team? I mean, there's a lot of magical damage coming through from Kunkka, from, of course, the Queen of Pain, as well as the Mirana, and right click is going to be a problem later on in the game as well. The Ash is done, no ultimate orb just yet, so the Manta Style is not quite online for the Mirana, but it will be soon. You have to imagine that. Top lane, arrow flying through, just trying to hit somebody. Zai sitting here, maybe looking for an initiation, but against a Mirana, it's going to be difficult with that leap. Maybe even against a Shadow Demon, you can go for it, but he's sitting pretty far back. There's no vision here coming out just yet. Looking in the mid lane right now, PPD sitting here as well. He's just chilling. He's farming away. Nothing wrong with that. But top lane, there might be some action here. Come with me. Spell was stolen. Was Arrow looking for a telekinesis. Now Kunkka comes in with the X marks. Hits the arrow right on ZXC. Telekinesis back. Arrow flies through. Hits on Snaking, who's raged. Now ZXC. Disruption defensively goes through. Boat misses everybody, but he doesn't mount. He want that roam to go away. Cogs are going to fly. They're going to push this back. 5-man engagement now. Here we go. Caught. Looking for initiation on Come With Me. Freezing Field. Frostbite as well. Hookshot misses. Sonic Wave on PPD. He's in trouble. He'll fall first. The mech's going to fly as well. Snaking low. He'll get torrented. He's done. Double kill for ZXC. They'll take 2. Now, 3 down as well. Sanderson comes hits on 3, but not enough damage to grab anybody. Zai is low as well. Now, who are they going to keep fighting? Here's the question. Blade Mail going to fly. Nope, there's going to be the Soul Catcher. Torrent's going to hit up only on Arise, but some damage going as well. The right click. Arise is going to fall. No, the Astral saving his life. One more right click will do the job, though. 4 staff away, not available. He is done. A 4-for-0 trade. Moon is the lowest, but he's heading back home already. And this is going to be a Tier 1 tower. On top of that, a huge fight coming out for Power Rangers. What a great engagement for them. 1,000 gold lead for them. 3,000 experience lead after that fight. All said and done. Shadowblade for Kunkka coming out here in just a moment. He'll TP away in 1 second. There he goes. Everyone leaves with Power Rangers all alive. Nicely done there. So, good fight for them. Really good stuff. Caught. He's sitting on his Hand of Midas now. Oh, it's on cooldown. It's off cooldown. Use your Hand of Midas, please. Please. There you go. Nice. So 3,000 gold in the bank for Queen of Pain. He almost has that Scythe device. He went for that first. Really great item for Caught. That's going to be like a 24-minute Scythe. Excellent stuff there. That's the Midas doing work for you, man, I guess. 1,000 gold and the 1,000 or 10,000 net worth in the bank, excuse me. And J4 continuing to farm away. He's got a mech. He's going to be going for 4 staff next, I'd imagine. So SSD, they're in a bit of a slump right now. They've got a. I don't know what they can really do here. They might catch this glitch out. Moon will take a tower bottom, and yeah, I mean right now, you could say SSD is on their back foot despite only being down like what 3,000 gold. This is not good for them. That last fight really helped them. Really helped them. For Power Rangers, I should say. So that's going to be it. The Scythe device is done right now. That is a 24-minute Scythe device coming out for the Queen of Pain. On the other side, the OD sitting on just, of course, that ultimate orb. He cannot get to enough money to get that Scythe device. Caught up in the top lane. Might get initiated on, but he's going to blink away smartly. He knows what's going on here. He has well, no real vision. I mean, this Dire Ward is going to get the other team vision, but here we go. Moonlight Shadow. They're going to try to fight in. Caught thinking about leading the way. He should know they're in the jungle. There's this Sentry Ward here, which will give them vision if they have it. But Tower's going to get denied from FGod, and that is just, they cannot afford that for the side of SSD. Arrow flew. Don't think it hit on Snaking. He's got his Yashi. He's going to be going for an SNY, I'd imagine. Don't think he's going for Manta style. Snaking's a big fan of the SNY on that hero, I believe. Moon continue to right click. Manta style done from Narana. They have a lot of their core items right now. They're looking very strong. I don't know what they can do for SSD. They're going to try to smoke. Snaking looking for the initiation. Caught blinks away just in time. 4 staff not enough there. They cannot get through that. Have to break some trees down. Caught is safe and sound. Luckily. Wow, that was close. Here we go. FGod. Illusion is going to spot him out. No, excuse me. Nope, nothing's going to spot him out. So Kaat's still up here. He has a TP. He just wanted to stay up and continue to farm. Wow. What a guy. Now they're all going to rotate down through the mid lane. Zai initiates on FGod. He 4-steps himself out. There's the disruption going through. The blade mail is up. There's the open wounds arrow splitting everybody. Now disruption. Nice defensive disruption there coming through, but maybe still in some trouble coming through. Lich is going to fall right now. 2 down. SSD getting the better of this fight. Hex is going up. No. 1-for-2 trade. PPD with his ultimate going. There's the Sanity Eclipse not doing enough damage, but Arise does get the double kill. There's going to be the open wounds now. Astral Imprisonment. Here comes the boat. Buyback coming in from Kaat. A kill going for ZXC. They're turning this fight around. Now Snaking in trouble. He's going to rage through. Oh, he's going to try to TP out. Can he make it in time? Yeah, no, he does not. Kaat gets the kill. Just the tail end of that TP, and the fight goes Power Rangers' way. Somehow, some way, they get their fight. It's 5,000 experience lead now and 4,000 gold, which is going to go even further once they get this Tier 2 tower. Power Rangers are taking this game, puppy paws and all. Fortification is going to fly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So with that being said, let's check out the items. I mean, just the second tier of items are really starting to come out right now for COT, for, you know, Power Rangers. They've got all of their items that they really need here to be effective in the mid game. You could say once SNY is finished up for snaking, he'll be in a good position, but they're just too far behind, I think, at this point. Maybe not. I think they could still come back for, you know, SSD, but it's still going to be very tough. It's an uphill climb, if you will, to use a cliche.
Rock it on!
So right now, come with me at PPD, looking to just continue to farm. And down to the bottom lane, Snake King, he is alone. Are they going to gank him? There's the Hex going up, Snake King in a bit of trouble right now. They're going to use the Soul Catcher as well as the Torrent. He is done. What a gank onto a lifestealer. You never see that kind of play. Usually he can get his rage off, but the chain stuns were there. Absolutely fantastic chain stuns coming out from the side of Power Rangers. Here we go. They're trying to push into this tier 2 tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Hopefully
attack.
I'm not dropping any frames. If I am, I apologize. Might be on my end. My frames are not dropping anymore, at least, so there is that. Alright, here we go. Tier 2 tower goes to
Dire's
Konka.
bottom
Gem True Set
tower
purchased up. He's got
has fallen.
2,800 gold in the bank. Might go for Chrysalis next, I'd imagine. Up top, the last tier 2 tower is available for them to take, and Moon's just trying to farm. And SSD are just playing very, very passively. They cannot play aggressively right now. They don't have enough damage
Radiant's
here.
middle tower is
Despite this
under
site
attack.
finally being purchased up for OD, this might be the time where they're looking to go, you know, and try to fight, but it's going to be tough. You know, there's a whole lot of damage that they need. You can see Moon TP's away smartly, knowing that there's going to be a gank there, decides against staying. There we go, ZXC. Just farming mid. So let's check out, I mean, I just checked these graphs not too long ago, but now it's almost a 10,000 goal lead for Power Rangers, and a game that they desperately needed to win. They're going to come out on top, it looks like. I mean, there's still time for SSD to get back into this one, but they are playing from behind with a hero that usually snowballs, and if he's not snowballing, then what is he going to do to get back into the game? Odie's a hero that can, I think, really come from behind, especially if he gets a refresher, but that's going to be a long ways away. They've got to win fights first before that. And I think they need 3 or 4 good fights for them to win before they can really get back into this game. And it's just been a lot of pressure for Power Rangers. The roaming have been great. They've gotten a lot of rotations that have really resulted in kills. So, excellent. Moon's still farming away with his Starstorm, just doing some work here in lane. See that F-God as well as J4 doing some work as well. Observer Ward's up for the Lich. I'm going to bring those in just a moment here. The Crystal Nymph is going to push this back out. And Odie's looking for a lane to farm. Still doesn't have his treads yet. Nothing that matters, really. And you're noticing that SSD kind of has to play as 4 or 5. They can't get caught out again. They can't afford it. And they might, because there's this ward here. They know that everyone's roaming bottom, but they had time maybe to look for a rise if they were all bottom. They were not, however, for Power Rangers. So they are going to go for a BKB on the Konka. Smart pickup there. That'll provide him a little bit of extra damage. Not too much, as well as just, of course, survivability, which is the big thing. He's actually got it now. He'll buy it up completely. Sentry Ward, or Gem, excuse me. Going to be enough to counter ward that ward here. Up at the top lane, Moon very close to getting either a BKB or a Desolator for himself, or even a Maelstrom, actually, now that I think about it. Maelstrom's an okay item. I know some people don't like it. I personally don't either, but here we go. Moon, right-clicking this tower down,
is under attack.
and working on it here easily. You look at what SSD, they're all sitting around this Roach Pit. They want to fight. They're going to force up their way in right now. Kot, I don't think he knows this is happening. Now you see everyone else grouping up right now. This will be a 4v5 fight. They got to get Moon over here now. They're going to make their way. No medallion, so this Roach isn't going to be nearly fast enough. There's the Torn. They're going to back out of the Roach Pit now, I'd imagine. Snaking stunned up. The Bashes are going through. Hook shut in from Zai. Now going right onto ZXC. The Blade Mill going through. Now the City's Eclipse onto 2. A lot of damage. This is not PR's fight. Oh, but the Sonic Wave doing some work. And the Chain Frost as well. Everyone is low. PBD and Snaking. Snaking just trying to stay alive. There's only 1 down. Now 2. Now Kot trying to work on Snaking. Cannot do so. There's 3 down. It's a 3 for 2 trade. Triple kill for Moon. They take the fight despite not having a great start to it. Just so much damage. Another Sonic Wave coming through from Kot that does such a great job. They're going to go for Roshan. They might be able to take it. Snaking cannot fight. That's a free Roshan. Absolutely fantastic plays coming out from Power Rangers here. They're just playing so effectively. Man.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And that's going to be an Aegis done at Marana. That's 31-25 for that Rosh time or thereabouts. been quite the game so far. Really cannot complain about how good this game has been. Honestly, I just think that Power Rangers stepped their game up. They got the heroes they wanted to get. They've got a Desolator now on the Mirana, so the armor reduction is going to be there in full force. And there's nothing they can really do now against this Mirana. Now that she's got an Aegis, now that she's got a Mantis Style, now that she can do all this damage, they've got to try to lock her down in some way, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't see her dying in any of these fights realistically, or at least if she does die, she'll get a lot of kills beforehand. The same goes for ZXC. Now that he's got his BKB up, now that he can fight, I don't think he used it in that last fight. He actually had it but didn't use it. He got killed way too quickly. But now that he has that, they're going to be fighting really, really, really effectively. And the only thing left now for them to do is go down, a lane and just take a tier 3 tower. And they could do it. I mean, they've got Desolator, so they're going to be taking some towers rather quickly, I'd imagine. That's really the only thing they've got that will help them push, though. So the Queen of Pain sitting on a lot of farm as well, does purchase up the BKB of her own. And they're just trying to push all the lanes out right now. You look and see what Snaking is doing. They're sitting together as 4, and this is all they can really do right now. And I don't think this is going to be enough for him to really take this game. I mean, he's sitting on an armlet in SNY. It's just not enough damage. It's not enough effectiveness. Smoke is purchased up for the side of the Rubik. They want to try to find somebody out and try to get a kill here. And that'll be, they're really far down. So they need to get a lot of those to get back into this one, I think. They've lost like 3 or 4 team fights in a row now. They're just too far behind. There's a 12,000 gold deficit for them, and it's 14,000 experience deficit. So this is a lot of work that they're going to have to get back into. Torn just to see if there's any wards up here on the high ground. There are none. The gem still stayed with the Lich in that entire fight. Looks like he's going to go for an Aghanim Scepter next as well, which is huge. Oh, here we go. Smoking coming right on through. Zai might get initiated on. Everyone's here for the side of PR. Will they initiate? Arrow's going to hit right on Snaking. There's going to be a lot of damage going into Zai. He's going to Blade Mill up. There's the Hex up on Moon right now, but he does have that Aegis. Here we go. BKBs are popped. Chain Frost going in. Sonic Wave hitting on one. That's going to be the Rubik dead. Now Snaking in a bit of trouble. He'll fall as well. Double kill for Moon. PPD is next. They'll call GG. That's it for this game. And Power Rangers with a strong showing, 31-16. They will GG out. And a game where Power Rangers just absolutely dominates the side of the SSD. What a game it was going for Power Rangers. That is the 3rd game of the evening. We have one left, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be Poseidon versus Rock's Kiss in a really interesting Russian matchup. So that'll be a fun one to watch. But make sure you stick around, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, if you enjoy the cast, my name is Mont. You can follow me at twitter.com/MontDota2 and twitch.tv/MontDota2 for all of your Mont needs. Of course, big shout out to Shiva for letting me cast here on her channel. It's always a pleasure casting for her, with her, what have you. So we will be back into Game 4, the final game of the evening, in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. So stick around.